Hey fellows, if you want to apply for a job, you may go to some websites like freelance.com, like LinkedIn, and so on, and you may see some job titles like internship, like permanent job, like temporary job, like contract job. What kind of jobs are these types of jobs? Well, here we want to talk about types of jobs and their differences. My name is Arash and I'm teaching you business English. And on this video we want to talk about different types of jobs. So if this is something that you seek, let's dive in. Watch every minute of this video very carefully. I have very important tips for you to learn. There are a lot for you on this video to improve your business English. Okay, we have two types of jobs. A person might work full-time or they might work part-time. A full-time job is one for the whole of the normal working week. For the whole of the normal working week, while a part-time job is for less time than that. Now, let's differentiate these two. A full-time job. A full-time job involves working a set number of hours per week, for example, between 35 to 40 hours per week. And that is, I think, 160 to 200 hours a month. So it is a set number of hours that you work per week or per month. Well, depending on the country or organization, the company that you are working for or working in. Why do people want to have full-time jobs? Well, full-time jobs offer health insurance, they offer job security, they have retirement plans, and so much other benefits. But you cannot have flexibility in full-time jobs. You need to commit to your business, to your work, in regular business hours. What kind of jobs can be full-time? Software engineer is an example. A teacher, a nurse, an accountant, and a marketing manager. These are some examples that do full-time jobs. Part-time jobs have less working hours than full-time positions. Apparently, less than 35 hours per week. Maybe half even, maybe 20 hours per week. That is part-time job. And there is more flexibility in their schedule comparing to full-time jobs. Some industries, retail industry, food service, education and hospitality, including jobs like retail assistant, barista, delivery driver, teaching assistant. So they are mostly assistant. You see, it's not the teaching itself is a full-time job, but a teaching assistant is a part-time job. Which kind of job would you prefer to have? A full-time job or a part-time job? Would you like to have a full-time job with less flexibility, but more benefits like retirement plans, like insurance and so on? Or you like to have a part-time job to have more flexibility but less benefits? Which is your favorite? Commit to watching this video in full. Your dedication today will pay off in your English journey tomorrow. Now we have two kinds of works based on the duration of the work. We have permanent work and temporary work. A permanent job does not finish after a fixed period. When you work for long duration, maybe years, that job is permanent. But when you work for fixed period, a short time mostly, the job is a temporary job. For example, mothers that they have little babies, they cannot work for long hours because they have babies to look after. So they may opt for temporary jobs. But mostly dads, they need to provide for a whole family, so they need to work long hours, to earn lots of money, because running a family is very difficult these days. So fathers, go for permanent jobs. Temporary work in detail. Well, temporary work can also include contract, or they may be called contract jobs. People are hired for a limited duration when they apply for temporary work. They complete specific tasks or specific projects, and it may also involve a formal agreement, which is the contract. Companies may hire people on a temporary basis with a contract for busy hours, like when employees cannot fill in the gap. So they may hire people on temporary basis for staff gapping or for holidays, because no employee wants to work on holidays, so managers may look for people to work for them on temporary basis on holidays or for employee leaves. Someone must fill in the gap. They may go for temporary workers. And some industries that we can mention that may contain temporary work are construction, event planning, hospitality, and project management. And some jobs, seasonal retail assistant, event coordinator, construction worker, and IT consultant. Now I have a challenge for you. Imagine that you face these job ads on the internet. I want you to tell which job is permanent and which job is temporary, which job is full-time and which job is part-time. The first one, librarian, required for public library, afternoons 2 till 6. Well, the working hours are not that much, so we can call that a part-time job. But librarian, I don't know, this looks a permanent job, so maybe a permanent job, but for part-time hours, but part-time. Next, personal assistant needed for busy office, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Well, it is full-time because it covers a whole business day, so it is full-time. But it is a temporary job because it's for busy office and assistant. So I think it might be temporary. I don't know. It looks like temporary to me. Next, experienced barman wanted 8 p.m. until midnight. Well, looks like a permanent job and full-time. Of course, it's 8 p.m. until midnight. Midnight means 12, or maybe 1 or 2, so it's not full-time. The working hours are not that much, so you may say this is part-time, but permanent. Teacher needed for summer course, just one summer, 1 to 31 August. Just 1 month? Well, it is definitely a temporary or a contract job. It doesn't mention if it is a full-time or part-time. Salesman required for showroom, good prospects for right person. A showroom, well, it seems like it is a full-time job and a permanent job. Next, lawyer who wanted for law firm. Long hours. 4 weeks holiday per year. Looks like a full-time job. And a permanent job. Stay focused and engaged. We have some other types of job to talk about. Freelance work. Freelancers are self-employed professionals. They have a skill on some specific field, and so they are self-employed professionals, and they work with clients, but not just one single client. They may work for various clients. They take on projects, and when they finish the project, they go and take another project. So they work on a project basis. They start one project, they finish it, and they go to work on another project. So they work on a project by project basis. These terms that I'm giving you are important to learn. Project by project basis. So this is how they work. They don't have much job stability because there are some weeks, there are some months that they don't have enough projects to take on, and there is no insurance, there is no retirement plans. So freelance work offers a lot of flexibility. They'll go on a trip whenever they want. They can do whatever they want during the day, but there is much less job stability. And their income is inconsistent. In some months they have high salaries, and there are some months there may be no customer, no clients for them, no projects for them. Some examples to freelancing are writing, graphic design, software development, photography, and marketing. Internship. This kind of job is taken by students or recent graduates. Well, students don't have enough experience yet to go on a full-time job. So internship is a stepping stone to a full-time job. And it has a limited duration. It's not something full-time. It is temporary, and it is on a limited basis. And it is a stepping stone to a full-time job. So students can gain experience, they can master one field, and then they are ready to have a full-time job. Interns work under the supervision of a professional until they become professional themselves. And we have paid internships so that the students can have salary, but not that much, and unpaid internship. So students work and they just learn some things, but they don't earn any money. And then remote work. Hit the subscribe button if you really want to impress your colleagues with your English communication skills. Remote works allow employers to perform tasks from any location. So employees can work from home or any other location. For example, they can work from other cities far from their workplace. Remote work is becoming increasingly popular because of technological advancements. There are many works that employees can do just by one mobile phone or their laptop that does not need direct management, and direct supervisions can be done remotely. Like tech, customer service, these are some industries that can offer remote work, writing and digital marketing. And some exact job positions are customer support representative, data entry clerk, software developer, and online tutor. Lastly, self-employed people are the ones who own their business, who operate their own business. They don't like to work for other people. Like us, YouTubers, we are self-employed. We don't work for anyone. We don't work for other people. But it includes significant risks and heavy responsibilities because there are no other employees to handle the job, and it is the owner of the business that needs to take important decisions. And some industries can be consulting, trades, entertainment, and arts, and personal training that offer self-employed jobs. And some actions are finding clients you need to do when you're self-employed, managing finances and handling marketing. A challenge for you. We have 4 descriptions of 4 jobs. I want you to find out what type of job each description is referring to. You can manage all aspects of your business. Well, I'm going to answer in 3, 2, 1. This is a self-employed type of job. You can perform your tasks from any location. This is a remote work. You can gain practical knowledge in a specific field. You need to do internship. You need to gain knowledge in some specific field. You have flexibility, but the job may come with less job stability. Apparently, freelance work, because there is less job stability and the income is inconsistent. Watch the video for round 2 if you need to, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos on Business English. So long.